In the quiet moments before sleep, she held the letter with shaking hands. Tears slipped down her cheeks as she read the words again. Eviction notice. Her heart felt heavy, like it might break right there. How could she tell her little girl they might lose their home? Life had already taken so much. Her husband had left 2 years ago, and since then it had been one long, lonely fight. Double shifts, endless worries, and the constant feeling that she just wasn't enough. One rainy evening, she knocked softly on her elderly neighbor's door. Everyone called him the master, not because he was rich or famous, but because of the quiet wisdom he carried and the old things he loved to restore in his small workshop. "Come inside, dear," he said gently. "You look like you could use some warm tea." He poured the tea into a plain old bowl sitting on the table. It was scratched, dull, and covered in dark spots. Nothing pretty about it. She stared at it for a moment. "That bowl, it looks so ordinary. Why do you use it?" The old man smiled softly. This is my golden bowl." She tilted her head, curiosity stirring inside her. "Golden? It doesn't look like anything special." He sat down slowly across from her. "When I found it years ago, it was even worse. Dirty, forgotten, tossed aside like junk. Most people would have walked right past it. I brought it home and started working on it little by little every single evening. My hands hurt. Some nights I wanted to give up because the grime was so thick, but I kept going. And underneath all that mess was pure gold, a real treasure hidden for who knows how long." He gently rubbed one small spot with his sleeve. A soft, warm shine appeared. Her eyes widened in surprise. "But why don't you sell it?" she asked quietly. "It could change everything for you." He looked at the bowl with kind eyes. "Because it reminds me every day that real worth isn't always shining on the surface. People see the scratches and the dirt and they miss the gold underneath. I look at this bowl and it teaches me to look deeper in my work, in others, and especially in myself." Her voice cracked as she finally opened up. She told him about the fear of losing their home, the constant rejections, and how she felt just like that old bowl, worn out and overlooked. The following weeks were hard. The bills kept coming. Her little girl asked one night if everything would be okay, and she could barely hold back her tears. She felt so tired, so close to giving up. But after another quiet talk with the master, something inside her shifted. She made a brave choice. She signed up for evening classes at the local community center to learn professional baking. It meant even longer days and more exhaustion, but she decided she wouldn't hide her own potential anymore. She would polish herself, just like he had polished that bowl. There were many difficult moments. Mornings when she wanted to quit. Nights when doubt whispered that she wasn't good enough. But she kept showing up, kept learning, kept trying. Months later, she stood in her small kitchen with a quiet smile. The threat of eviction had passed. Her new skills had opened a door to a better job at a local cafe, and her little home baking business was slowly growing with every order. Her daughter looked at her with proud eyes, and for the first time in years, she felt the quiet strength inside her beginning to shine. She visited the master one bright afternoon, carrying a small box of fresh cookies. "Thank you," she said softly. "You helped me see my own gold." He simply smiled and glanced at his bowl. "It was always there, my dear, just waiting to be recognized. And here's the short life lesson that follows naturally. Sometimes life covers us with scratches and dirt. We start to believe we're ordinary or even worthless. But just like that golden bowl, our true value is still there underneath. The struggles don't remove it, they only hide it for a while. So, be patient with yourself. Keep working through the hard days. Look deeper, stay kind to your own heart, and never stop polishing what matters most. Your inner light is waiting to shine, and when it does, it will light up everything around you."